So World Vision is delighted to be joining the Partnership for Forest Landscape Restoration as a new member this year. Our organisation works directly with communities to ensure that children enjoy good health, are educated for life, are cared for, protected, and are able to participate fully in the decisions that affect their lives. But of course, a productive and a resilient natural resource base is critical to be able to achieve these objectives. World Vision currently reaches more than 100 million people in nearly 100 countries. Our operational area in Africa alone is about 85 million hectares. We've been undertaking environmental restoration and livelihoods development projects at scale for many decades, working through a deep relationship at a community level in some of the most fragile contexts of the world. Farmer-managed natural regeneration is embedded in many of these programs. We've found it to be a simple and highly effective method for farmers to be able to increase the number of trees on degraded agriculture, grazing and pastoral land by simply pruning and managing living tree stumps or self-sown seeds. This approach to restoring degraded land is low cost and empowers farmers with the ownership of their natural resources and a sense of hope for the future. FMNR in our portfolio is thus a no-regrets technology, being both a powerful adaptation tool for building resilience as well as a mitigation tool for combating climate change. Pioneered by our colleague Tony Ronaldo in Niger in the 1980s, FMNR is spread across West Africa, where some 14 million hectares of degraded agricultural and pastoral land have been able to benefit. World Vision has been developing, scaling and supporting FMNR activities in 17 countries around the world, and over the last 5 years has introduced FMNR in many of these places. In Ethiopia, a community we work with is using FMNR to restore 2,700 hectares of biodiverse montane forest and has been registered with the Clean Development Mechanism and is receiving payments for the carbon that they have been able to sequester. This year, World Vision began the implementation of a major restoration program addressing land degradation in sub-Saharan Africa. The EC has provided funds for the massive scale-up and building a movement of FMNR and other practices in sub-Saharan African countries. World Vision is the leading implementer in 6 of these countries and is supporting in a further 2. We're also part of a consortium with other members here, developing a Green Climate Fund proposal with UNEP, covering 8 countries for similar activities in Southern Africa. Over the coming year, we will continue to support the FMNR movement and restoration activities on the ground by training FMNR champions through our online training academy and also face-to-face workshops and an upcoming technical practitioner's manual. We're building an evidence base for FMNR to be able to inform good decisions by policymakers and funders, and developing the systems and tools to be able to track the spread and the impacts of FMNR around the world. We believe that FMNR is an essential land use practice needed for the restoration of large areas of degraded land and look forward to working with partners to support its spread through partnerships such as this one and the AFR 100 and continuing to work with the communities that we serve. Thank you.